there everybody, it's Betsy from Sticky Mix, and I have been making weekly Plan With Me videos from, I think, November in 2016 all the way until December of 2018. And I made those videos using my Erin Condren planner back in the day, and then I switched over to Happy Planner when I could no longer afford Erin Condren, and just occasionally some other random planners kind of made their way in there. But I was always using sticker kits and washi tape and Japanese pens, just like pretty much everybody else on YouTube. But I'm here to tell you now, bad news, okay, brace yourself, that's all going to stop. I've mentioned in my Plan With Me videos more frequently as of late that I am getting frustrated with a capital F with just the lack of flexibility in most planner layouts. Because like some days I have 36 things to do, you know what I mean? Just like everything needs to be done. And other days I have like 3. And 2 of those 3 are work related, which are going to take care of themselves, so I don't even know why I write them down. And that, it just doesn't work in a normal planner when, you know, those normal planners have that same dedicated space to each and every day. So there's that. And even more than that, I don't think I ever really felt like these planners gave me like a solid, reliable system that I could depend on, you know? It always kind of felt like I was sort of trying to juggle everything myself, just make it to the end of the day, make it to the end of the week, make it to the end of the month. Well, you know, here I am 2 years later, just making it to the end, and most of my goals in like habit building is largely unfinished, you know, like 0 to 2% complete. You know, I mean, like you guys have seen me saying like, hey, classical stretch and studying Korean every day this week on my little, you know, sidebar trackers, and having just like X's from Monday to Sunday just like did not happen even once. But you know, those goals, those habits, they are still major things that I want to, you know, embrace, like minimalism and healthy diet and regular exercise, like positive relationships with others and greater creative productivity. Like I want to sew a quilt, okay? Like I want to learn Korean, but I just don't feel like any of my old planner systems, or like definitely none of my old sticker kits, can handle all of that. You know what I mean? So what's going on then? I had been planning, not planning. Well, yeah, I had been planning, but I mean, I had been playing with the idea of starting a bullet journal for like quite some time. Like I think I had mentioned it in a few videos too. But as I may have mentioned before, I had always really been super turned off by how much work it looked like it took to maintain. Like people were doing super elaborate layouts and like watercolor paintings and like hand calligraphy. Every calligraphy is done by hand, Betsy. Okay. You know, just like super pretty lettering and just like really intimidating, to be honest. And at some point it finally clicked in my mind that, oh, maybe I shouldn't be researching bullet journals on YouTube and Pinterest and Instagram where people are trying to make things like more beautiful than usual, right? Like maybe just go to the guy who invented it and have him tell you some stuff. So luckily I found Ryder Carroll's YouTube video on how to start up a bullet journal. It's ridiculously easy, so mind-blowingly simple. It's just a thing of beauty. And like he says, and like pretty much everybody says, like a bullet journal can be anything you want it to be. And that's great. But I kind of don't know what I need it to be yet. All I know is that I want it to fix my life, okay? So I'm going to take a plunge. Going to take a little leap of faith here, start my bullet journal, and you guys are invited to see the ride, or along for the ride, I guess, to see how I go about, like, just number one, figuring out what I'm even going to have this bullet journal try to do for me, and how I'm going to, like, organize all that stuff I mentioned and more, and just track all these various aspects to my overly complicated life, and hopefully give you some, you know, helpful info, or at least like entertain you a little bit along the way. I don't know. Maybe you guys just watch my videos to fall asleep. I don't know. But anyway, I guess that's enough said. That's what's going to be coming up in the future. So I better go find a notebook so I can get this bullet journal started.